Hi there. Welcome to Savers Spring 2020 Grand Tasting. It's certainly one to remember. I really wish we were up in Gloucester together. I think those tastings are great. They're so well attended, and Savers clientele is so well educated in wine, so friendly. So I wish this was more of a dialogue and I was pouring bottles and opening bottles, because God knows there's a lot of people at those tastings, but here we are. This will be good. I'm happy to be involved. I'm actually just down the coast in Marblehead. My name is DeMont. I've been in the wine industry for about 16 years, a couple maternity leaves, but I've always come back to the wine industry, because why would you not? My history, what have I had? I've been working for an Italian importer. I've worked for a national sales director for an Oregon winery. I've worked for a downtown Boston rep for a couple companies. 2 years in part, but 2 years ago I landed with Cynthia Hurley French Wine, and I couldn't be happier. Cynthia Hurley is a family-run company, 30 years out of Newton, Massachusetts. Bob Hurley is at the helm right now. We're almost entirely French until a couple years ago we started bringing in Spanish wines, and we're eyeing Italian wines too. But our first love, as my first love, is French wine. And so I have for you today my favorite warm weather French wines from the Cynthia Hurley portfolio. We have a Saumur, a Corsican Rosé, a Crémant de Limoux, Cuit du Thé from Chinon, and a Provençal Red. So we'll start with Saumur. This is Domaine La Vigne. It's from the commune of Varennes, outside of Saumur. It's 100% Chenin Blanc. They have 5 hectares. Actually, inside the wall of the commune of Varennes, there's a palm tree, which shows how temperate the climate is. The wine is made by Pascaline. She took it over from her father in 2009. She's a 4th generation winemaker for Domaine La Vigne. And the reason I chose this wine is not only it's approachable for a wine, it's very easy to drink. It's supple and bright and alive. There's notes of pear and grapefruit and citrus, good acid, but it's also approachable price-wise. So it's sort of a no-brainer summer wine, a good aperitif in the afternoon or at 11 a.m. No judgment, quarantine. After that, we're in Corsica, the island of Corsica. It is off the southeast coast of France, right in sort of the middle of the Mediterranean, in between France and Italy, and you'll see that in its influence, its wine influence. The worlds of both those countries, wine worlds of both those countries, come into play in the wine in Corsica. It's from Patrimonio, which is, I think, the oldest, well, it is the oldest and most well-regarded AOC in Corsica. It's 75% Neroluccio, 25% Grenache. So the Neroluccio is actually Sangiovese, thus the Italian influence. We've had this wine in the book for about a year. They make a pink, a white, and a red. We've done very well with them. Kathleen has, I think, brought in 2 of the 3. The wine is easy drinking as far as you could drink it in the pool or on the beach, but it also has some herbaceous notes and some layered textures that are fun to think about food pairings, at least as far as charcuterie and appetizer pairings. We've done very well with it, and it's a great addition to our book and a delicious wine. After that, we're in Limoux. We have a Crémant de Limoux. It's called Géleron. It's from Domaine Géleron, La Rosée number 7. So Limoux is actually the birthplace of sparkling wine. Champagne gets a lot of credit, and people talk about Prosecco and this and that, but Limoux is where it all started. And you can today find a lot of good values out of Limoux, from Blancas to Crémants. This one is called La Rosée number 7 because 2007 was the first year that they produced a rosé, so the number 7 is homage to that. And the font is also homage to Chanel number 5, the famous perfume. In the font, you can see that there. This is 60% Chardonnay, and the rest is 25 Chenin and 15 Pinot Noir. It is velvety and smooth. It is textured in a way that it's very soft on the palate. The acid's not as strong, The acid's there and it's well balanced, and the tannins are well balanced, but it has a very nice soft mouthfeel. It's our best-selling sparkling in the entire portfolio. And for a rosé, that's pretty good. It's beat some of our champagne. After that, we have Les Chanteaux. Les Chanteaux from Chinon, from Cueille du Thé. I believe Kathleen has carried this wine maybe as long as she's been in business. This is a referential, winery in Chinon, a reference point in Chinon for sure, Cueille du Thé, and then a very famous vineyard in all throughout the Loire Valley. 98% of their production is Cabernet Franc, and those wines are fantastic. If you buy those from Kathleen, I definitely recommend. But this is the other 2%. This is their Chenin Blanc, Les Chanteaux. And I know I've got 2 Chenin Blanc here on the table. You can see, where my preferences lie, even a little Chenin in here. But I also want to say that it's very cool to see 2 Chenin Blanc and show the spectrum that can happen between grapes grown in the same region in the Loire Valley and how different they can be, from light and fresh and easy to drink to this one has a big bouquet. It just jumps out of the glass, and then it also has a very fruited palate. It's very round and very layered and it's a thoughtful wine, like a cerebral wine. You can't just take a sip and then continue conversation. It's gonna stop you and you're gonna be like, what's this? It's in our portfolio. It's something we're very proud to carry. Definitely a gold star benchmark producer. After that, we are in Provence, but not the Provence rosé that we're seeing a lot of in these warm weather. This is a Provençal red from Tour Campagné called Moncourt Violette. The translation is Emmanuel Bode, the winemaker and owner, told me that means I give you my heart, Moncourt Violette. She likes to refer to herself as a reformed lawyer, which I like. And she's been working there since, running the show since about 2010. They were certified organic in 2012. Provence isn't always known for its reds, maybe in the States. They make 50 to 60% red wine in Provence and rosé after that, and then maybe a little bit of white, 10% maybe. But the reds are super friendly summer reds, even though the blend is Syrah and Cabernet Sauvignon, which a lot of people might think, maybe they think of Rhone, or they think of Bordeaux, or they think of Napa. The reputation might be more on the heavier side of wine, but this one is not. This is light, and it is well balanced, and it's perfect to drink outside. It's great with grilled meats. It's one of the reds that I go to in the summer. I guess that's the show. Thank you. I hope to see you all in person soon, and enjoy your summer, and I'll see you again.